Welcome back for the final map of the night. We've had a very good day. We've had ups, we've had lows, mainly Mongols just stomping people. But of course, we're into the final of the day. This is going to be MVP versus STF. I'm Hugo, here with Dabu. Are you excited for the game?
Hey man, yeah. I want to see a different team bash another team.
Perfect. That's exactly what we're going to be seeing, because I imagine we're going to be seeing, obviously, MVP
Win,
destroy.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think so,
imagine.
but we are always in for some surprises in those tournaments. And STF just took out one of the secondary favorites, so maybe they can surprise us again.
Yeah, definitely. Defeating Detonator, a well-known Japanese team, obviously. Giving them some kind of potential, obviously, but straight away we're just going to kick it straight off with the Veto. So let's have a look at that at least. There we go. So obviously it's going to be very dependent here on the final map. I'd like to see some Mirage today, because we haven't seen some Mirage. We haven't seen Train, and we haven't seen... It's just Mirage and Train, and Nuke, obviously, but that doesn't count.
Yeah.
So just Mirage and Train we haven't seen today.
And so...
No Train. At least Cash has already gone. I don't like doing 2 maps in a row. Twice.
Oh, quite a quick Veto by MVP. They definitely don't want to play Dust 2.
No. They might have researched, obviously, STF's previous maps in this this event so far, the playoffs.
And how they beat Detonator.
Yeah, because maybe they've done well on Dust 2. We don't know that yet, but we will see, obviously. Come on, they really do take their time. How hard can it be? Oh, they're just on HLTV like, looking up their stats. There we go. Overpass is gone. Nuke still hasn't been vetoed. That's the only scary thing that we're facing.
Yeah,
right
it will be vetoed
and
now.
neither has Cobble. So
I don't think MVP is going... Oh.
No, they're not going to let
Okay.
So we might have a Mirage game finally, but also we might be back on Cobble, the first map we played today. They are taking their time, so...
I hope for Mirage just because of you.
Yeah, I hope for Mirage, just so we can have a full map pool apart from Train and Nuke. So we have 5 maps today, and we've done 6, haven't we? What have we done twice? Dust 2.
Yeah, Dust 2 was twice. Yeah, drum roll.
There we go.
Da. You see the drum roll of success.
I'm happy with that. Mirage. You know what I'm looking forward to seeing? I'm looking forward to seeing these mid boosts. I'm just going to go right into that. I want to see some solo mid boosts.
Me too.
It's going to be fun. We didn't see anything on Cash. We didn't see that vent boost, sadly. Or at least I didn't see it.
Yeah.
So it probably didn't happen.
I think we saw one boost where you... Nah, you can do that on your own as well. But maybe he shortened the way to get there. But it doesn't matter.
The boost on the back of his site. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. But obviously, Mirage... Fun map. Talked about this a lot in the previous week in the Oceanic qualifiers and the playoffs there. But obviously, this new jumping thing is going to be changing a lot of things. We have potential for solo boosts on B, the box there. You also have the potential to, at least in clutch situations when you're on triple box, jump on the side of triple, because usually you have to jump on that little ledge and then jump on the main box. But now you can jump on the side at least, if you understand what I mean. And also you have the mid boost, obviously, where you have to boost a player up typically if they come out of underpass. Now, I'm not sure if teams are going to adapt to it on the day, but a strategy, for example, that would require some kind of connector split could now be changed with having one player pushing connector and one player mid boosting themselves
at the same time.
Yeah. So instead of having all that time wasted, the reason people don't go for the boost so much is it's a lot of wasted time. It's a lot of you're very exposed and everything. But one player can
therefore you need smoke usually to cover yourself.
But you can just solo boost up there now and just sit in there. So this is where things are going to get a little bit dicey, and I'm looking forward to seeing that.
And we have one boost inside the window that some people might not have thought about. You came up with that actually, where if you want to jump from window room to the ladder room into the small hole in the wall, usually you have to expose yourself and then run on the edge of the window and then strafe towards those cobblestones or whatever stones they are. It's
bricks,
the bricks, and then you get up. But now you can do that on your own.
Yeah, you can just solo straight boost on to the brick. So this is really good in situations. In situations where the smoke comes down in window, there's no way you can do it because you're smoked off. But now, say the smoke comes down, you don't have short control, you boost yourself up, you jump into ladder room, and you jump into short to support from mid.
Yeah.
So you still have that mid control. It may take you 5 to 10 seconds, but you still have that mid control before the smoke goes away.
Which makes mid so hard actually for the terrorists.
Both sides as well.
And it puts so much emphasis on middle. Because now you have, if the CTs have window, they can rotate towards B short, they can rotate towards jungle and then A. They can jump down into middle, intercept you on connector. go through the underpass as well, I'd put two players into window now.
Yeah, I mean, looking at a really extreme specific example, which obviously will never happen, but just as an example of how OP this solo mid boosts in. Say you're in a clutch, you're a terrorist, the bomb is down short in exposure to connector. You have a CT either on triple or on connector holding this bomb across mid, okay, and he doesn't know where you are, but he knows you're not on the bomb, obviously. What you could do is you could just come out of underpass, boost yourself up into the window, boost yourself in the ladder room, and jump out onto connector, grab the bomb, and then back off into ladder room. And then he doesn't know where you've gone. So much potential instead of just walking up short and getting spotted. Obviously, it's a long way to doing a short problem, but in a 1v1, you want to kind of play the mind games. You want to trick them. So something like that, in an extreme example, shows how good that this boost is going to be. And I really, really want to see it come into play today.
Me too. There is some insane prediction and outsmarting going on, I think.
Definitely. But we are going to be going into the brackets here. So let's have a look at the final map of the night and see also a recap on what's been happening earlier. So brackets, there we go.
Right on cue.
Yeah, so obviously we just saw Mongols in the previous match beat the CPNG, the Japanese team with Shoshi in it, recently moving from Detonator. So we obviously saw Mongols secure that LAN final spot, and we're looking for the next LAN final spot here in the semi-finals, MVP versus STF, and obviously all the earlier games that we didn't watch many of them down below.
Yeah, I don't think MVP had any problem in this tree.
No.
I definitely don't expect any double overtimes or triple overtimes.
No. MVP versus their last opponent went 16-9, and then prior to that went 16-5. So again, similar to Mongols, who went 16-6 and then 16-6 again. That says 18-6, but I think that means 16-6.
Yeah, probably. No, 16-8. I think it was 16-8.
Yeah, it's a typo. It says 18-6, but yeah, 16-8 there against Ignis, and so both these teams having really no issues to get to where they are now, and obviously Mongols further than that securing their spot in the LAN finals, and MVP looking to join them as probably one of the better teams in this event, the South Korean team. And STF, a bit of a low liar. They in their group, at least, if I can find out where they went, they only went 2-1 in their group. So actually coming out of a 2-1 and securing their place in the semi-finals, only one best of one away from getting themselves qualified for a
an impressive run for them.
Yeah, definitely, and a bit of a surprising one at that as well, because obviously they weren't even seeded to the second part of the bracket, whereas other teams were that they knocked out. So EMC that they defeated 16-12 earlier on in the day.
That probably will give them the chance to be the higher seeded team next time around.
Yeah.
And that makes your way through the brackets a little easier. For example, I mean, you have to do some seeding, and you won't seed the best and the second best team in one bracket, for example. You would also not seed the third and the fourth best team in one bracket. So now they could make themselves be the fourth best team and get an easier tree to get even deeper. Or having an easier time getting there.
And talking about the tree, obviously, getting yourself to the semi-finals, or at least getting yourself to a late part of the stages, quarter semis, is also very dependent on the tree. It depends who you're up against. We could see teams like, for example, we saw ROG lose to Monster 28-25. It says here. So if they weren't up against Monster in that bracket, if they were in a different tree, say up against maybe Detonator or RJ or EMC, they may be finding their place in the semi-finals as well. It just all depends on your tree. And obviously, at the end of the day, the best teams get to the semis, but win the semis. But obviously, getting to the semis, you can fluke your way to the semi-finals a lot of the times. I'm not saying any of these teams have. They've definitely performed and shown up against better teams. But you do see a lot of the times in brackets like these, teams actually fluke their ways to the semis. One example we were talking about earlier is Splice, obviously getting 2 best of ones and securing their major spot after the Mongols couldn't get the visa sorted. So
that was also a different veto system. I think our veto system is a little better because you get to veto all the way until only one map is left in the pool, which you don't have in the majors, where the 3 maps stay and then it randomizes. So it always has a potential of a fluke. For example, if you gamble and leave nuke in there, it might end up being left over in one of the 3 maps, and both teams sit there. Please don't let it be nuke. It's nuke. Both teams like
zero decision to it, zero choice. It's just completely random. So that's why the veto down system all the way to the last map is very effective. And I'm sure you agree that that's a way better choice.
It also usually gives you closer games because the teams have the chance to veto first of all, you practice 5 out of 7 maps, maybe 4 out of 7 maps quite well. Then you have 2 top maps that you practice a lot. And obviously you veto those 2 weak maps you have. And then you have one additional veto to either veto one of your opponent's strengths or the map that you feel not so comfortable at the moment.
Yeah, and chances are, out of your 2 vetoes, your 2 good maps, sorry, chances are, at least statistically, one of them might not even get vetoed.
Yeah.
So you may be able to sneak yours through, and that's how a lot of teams, especially in leagues like this where teams actually don't know each other's performance and map pool, and they don't know what they're up against. Because obviously we've had a lot of unknown teams here.
Yeah.
So you obviously aren't going to be vetoing against your opponent. You've got to be vetoing for your
Usually
strengths, not their weaknesses. So obviously that's a key factor that a lot of maps have gotten through for teams that probably shouldn't have, given the consequences, given the circumstances, sorry.
I mean, Dust 2 for Mongols was definitely one of those maps where you could argue it's probably better to veto it. But that's a lesson everyone has to learn first. And now they know, better veto Dust 2 next time against Mongols.
Exactly.
And they just gonna pummel you all the way through. Mirage is one of those maps where you can plow as well. Veto is the best example of that. 2014, Katowice, they were just running at people in the A bomb site with that smoke execute, and they were so impeccable on that map. If you're not really well coordinated on the CT side, inside A, you run into a lot of trouble. I've seen even some of the best teams make some mistakes sometimes, putting one player underneath the balcony but not having the according crossfires with him, so he was left for dead over there. And I hope that we won't see those mistakes by those 2 teams. They have to coordinate themselves very well to hold on to the A-bomb site, because otherwise even a Tech 9 push can be successful.
Yeah, of course. And obviously, we will be going into the game very shortly, guys. But before that, just be good to mention the fact that next weekend we will be back here the same time on the next Saturday for the Southeast Asia playoffs, which are also going to be a lot of very good games, I can imagine. Lots of unknown scenes and teams that we may not know, as we've seen here. And even in the Oceanic region, we had some unknown teams that actually did quite well as well. So I'm sure that'll be a lot of fun. You know, countries like Indonesia and Cambodia, etc. will be. Cambodia, was I right with that, or am I thinking of the wrong continent?
I think, yeah. I think so.
Just joking.
I'm not too sure which country
I have the country list. We can get it if you want.
I mean, I had the CIS region wrong.
I was right
my whole life.
Really?
I always thought if it's a Commonwealth of Independent States, it's probably not Russia in
Russia.
there.
Yeah, you said
but
that.
Russia is in there.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I mean,
now Russia is independent from itself, or from its older self,
definition,
kind
I
of.
understand what you mean, but yeah. No, I was right with Cambodia. Good, I didn't check that. But obviously the countries included are going to be Thailand, Vietnam, Malaysia, Singapore, Philippines, and there are many more, but I'm not going to open the page. That's the preview. So obviously they will be up next week, up for the cut.
Isn't you ready for knife?
At least try and qualify for this $50,000 land. So we're going to be looking forward to that, of course. And the knife should be starting in just a few seconds.
Yeah, I think so too. At least the players are there. Now it's getting really, really sick, because if you're STF, you're not expected to go there. You're one step away from getting to a massive LAN, one of the biggest in the region, the biggest LAN I know of that's been hosted in Kuala Lumpur, for example. And this is just, they know we just have to win this map. We just have to win this map. And if you manage to pull that upset, if you get into your opponent's mind, you can really pull it off.
Yeah, I'm not too sure if the prize pool has been released yet, but I'm interested to see, or at least the split prize pool.
Yeah,
split.
$50,000.
I'm interested
we know that.
To see if you win anything for not winning anything. If you lose every map and you go out, if you win anything at all, I'll be interested to see that, of course. So even some of these teams that may kind of fluke their way into it, they could still win a good amount of money, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're going to be going into the knife here. This is obviously MVP Project versus STF Savor the Fear.
Savor the Fear.
Yeah.
I hope they have no fear. But MVP is showing no fear.
No, they've won the knife round. They will be going for that CT side, I can only imagine here. Staying, it's going to be the better decision on Mirage, more of a CT side map, of course.
Yeah, it would have been suicidal if they went for the T side.
Yeah.
Wait, can't you actually also... Wait, now...
Wait, what did you see? Another boost?
Where? I've got ideas.
Ask me, I can tell you.
Right, so we've been talking about the single boost, yeah?
Yeah.
So if you're alone, you can jump higher.
Yeah.
Now, if you boost your teammate,
yeah,
and he jumps and single boosts himself on top of that,
yeah,
you could get anywhere.
Yeah, where are you thinking?
I was thinking just not having to put your players up onto the top part of A main to throw the grenades.
Yeah.
But you can boost yourselves up there now.
You could always do that. You could always boost on top of it. Or if the CT's got aggressive down ramp and then boost it up onto there, they can do that.
Ah, yeah, you can actually do that. But you have to jump and jump boost yourselves, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can still do
now
that.
You can do that without.
Yeah, I guess. It doesn't really change anything. But we will be going straight into the game, guys. So welcome. Of course, this is the final best of one of the night. The ROG Masters here. $50,000 on the line, and both these teams are trying to compete for it here. The winner of this will be taking place in the LAN in November 10th to 13th. So kicking it right off with the pistol here, this best of one. We will see Saver fast rush in towards the A site. They got the smokes down, they got the armor as well to support, and the bomb will be going down with no damage done any onto these CT players. And the retake is going to be on. It's a 5 versus 5.
Yeah, classic Mirage retake play by the CTs. Watch out for Xing coming in from behind. Oh, they don't know where he's coming from. Oh, he takes his time as well. Not going to miss that headshot onto MKA. A 4v4 now, but Xing wasn't called. Or why didn't he encounter any resistance by the terrorists? A 2v2, a 2v3 now. 1v3, and it should be the deal for MVP. They take the round, and that was Xing.
Yeah, massive. I don't think the player he realised knew he was coming from Palace, because obviously he had the silence gun. He might have over all the footsteps and all the shooting going on. He might have thought it came from maybe jungle or something, and he was exposed when he didn't realise it. So maybe that being the death of STF for that.
Yeah, and
round.
he got a headshot, so Deathcam was almost instant black.
Yeah, that's true.
Nice job by Xing either way.
The force buy though will be. Sorry, not force buy, full buy coming up from the MVP side. They've got obviously the SMGs as well as some rifles to work with. Not too bad, not too bad. And STF, they are going to be going for that aircraft to the modern plant, so expecting the buy in the third round. And you can see MVP buying around it. They haven't gone for the triple SMG buy that you see a lot of teams do, because they know that they're going to be up against full rifles in the upcoming rounds. There's no point going for so many SMGs, but okay, that works. Rinder going to be picking up that kill with some aggression over on towards Palace. We do see it following up over towards Ramp, and the nade going to do good damage here from Zin. Mastermind. That's down one, but you can see just one by one they will be dispatched of by MVP.
He got that kill. Still, that was quite nice of a spray. Yeah. So MVP with the second round, and keep your eyes out on Argency. He's stuck in my hand that HSK was pretty sick as well. I've been casting the WCA qualifier, I believe, with MVP. Carnal and Project, they kind of merged, as far as I know. And Argency and HSK were from Carnal, I believe. But I'm not too firm on that info. But they definitely have some strong players in there. So Saver the Fear with the first buy round already. 5 AKs. And they're going for a default way of playing it. A very setback attempt, getting or trying to get some early frags. And MVP now know, well, they probably knew before, but there's AKs in the hands of the terrorists. So MKA just sitting, waiting for the smoke to dissipate. And the CT's going for some information at A main. That's Xing again.
Yeah, he's going to push straight through. Flash comes in, and there we go. There's going to be the kill. Back off as well with not much HP received, or damage received here. And MVP, they are going to be a man up into this round. So even if Saver decide to go towards a bomb site now over towards A, they are going to be fighting with an uphill battle to face as MVP. They have got good control, and this flash over towards middle from Argency is also going to mean that they'll be able to peek out with it, get the information the mid's empty, and then know that it's got to be a side commitment at least with this little time remaining. And all it's going to do, all it's going to require, sorry, spotting out 1 or 2 players here over towards ramp for them to fully rotate the rest of their players. Molotov just delaying even more time. They still have another on Rinder as well, but This should be the take now as a Molotov comes out, and here we go. Push comes in. We've got to see Zin over towards that backside area. Not going to be able to land anything. The flash is completely blinding him there, and 10 will take him down. Finding a double as well is going to be Tank. Turns around, but Argency finishes things off, and we're into a 3v3 here as a bomb. It's yet to go down with 15 seconds left.
And the terrorists should get it done now. There's no more room for error and delay. Be Strong puts it down. The CTs have 2 players coming in from their spawn, and Argency from the back. The terrorists already have that covered with MKA. So his teammates need to distract. MKA not finding that headshot. Argency needs to hurry up, but he can't afford to be hurt by the terrorists. Now gets that kill. One more in Get Right. He gets disposed of by Sound, and Rinder is there to put down Be Strong. Save the fear, get the bomb plan, but MVP win the round, and now they get themselves some AKs. Tossing all those rifles around. 3-0 in favor of MVP. Decent amount of weapons also brought to the next round, so their investments have been kept low.
Yep, and a low investment from STF into this round too. They've gone for the pistol armor, so not too much to at least get some kills here. A bomb plant is basically what they're hoping for, but HSK is also going to deny things over towards middle, dropping that first player. Mastermind going down. That's one of the armored players already out for the count here for the CT side, for the T side, sorry. And look at this boost. They've got this peek into underpass from Argency, and he's able to, or while he's backed off now, able to peek into underpass and get that information. But now we will see the full B push coming underway here from these Ts, and they will find first Sound over towards the site, taking him down, and Argency supporting from short. Meanwhile, the bomb goes down, but he does drop a teammate, takes another as well. The bomb not going to be planted. They should be committing to it. That's the whole point. They went to the site, and there we go. Argency just finishes it off. I'm not too sure what Be Strong was doing there. He had the bomb on the site, he's committed to the plant, and he backed off so he could trade his teammate. But at that point, you're not even in a threatening situation. You should be committing to the bomb harm, because that's exactly what you need to go for the full buy here. They still have enough to buy, but they could have even more money, and they could even have an AWP on 10 as well. So, I mean...
Yeah. Or 5 Molotovs if they like to.
Bit of a risk not going for that bomb plant, but whatever.
The CTs with the AWP for HSK. And Rinder is there at connector. He gets killed instantly. Rado is pushing through. Singh is the next one in line, and he pulls away, realizing, oh, Rado almost burned alive there. So many flames on the bomb site.
Yeah, but the bomb will go down despite him being very low HP. They will have control, but Argency just stopping him there, peeking in from the connector, re-smoking it as well, giving him the freedom to at least hide back for the time being as they've equalized it back into a 4-on-4. The nade going to follow up as well, and we will see Hack. Oh, HSK, sorry, taking another with the AWP, but Mastermind, he's not done yet. He's taken 2 kills, both headshots, one of them through the wall, and HSK coming in from the CT spawn, trying to find this pick as he moves his way back onto the site, but it's not going to happen. HSK goes down to Mastermind, and a massive round for him, securing that round for Savior.
Savior.
Saver. I didn't
no,
say
they should be called Savior. At least Mastermind should.
Yeah, the savior of Saver.
Yeah. No fear for him. That double kill though, and then the last kill was quite neat too. Saver the fear with the first round on the board. They got the AWP for MKA, and I mean they made a huge mistake with that bomb plan. Nobody was covering him. So you really should do that next time around if you're Saver the Fear.
Yeah, and of course the AWP is going to be extremely tagged up here on this T side. We don't have an AWP working on the MVP side, so it's not going to matter too much. They've already got this round advantage, sorry, and they just need to refrag out MK because he's down to 4. The AWP is still going to be a threat with low HP, and nade though will do all the damage. Not that we see one on the CT side, just a couple of Molotovs at least, but he's just taking things very slowly here.
Yeah, Mastermind could find a kill onto Rinder. The CT was looking his way, but not really checking it. Argency pushing forward as well with a headshot onto Rado, so he keeps it at a 4v3. And the CT's out of position on the A bombs, and then the terrorists are pulling their forces together over there. MKA actually catches HSK, changing his position, leaving it at a 4v2.
Yep, refrag comes out from Argency though, so he will actually be able to drop tank there. So you see the site control come underway for the T side. Again, defense from Sound, going to put it back into a 2-on-2, and while they are low, so is MKA, and he's going to be a man to watch out for though. Still has the AWP. Found himself a kill. Flash goes out and the bomb plant will be able to be committed over towards this triple box on the site here in Argency. Coming in to spot out the AWP, drops MKA. It will be a 1v2 now, but Be Strong, he is a full HP against 2 low HP players, so it's not going to be a definite area on who's going to win this one. 1 versus 1, and there we go, just straight away. He takes both kills, secures himself the clutch, and that will be the round.
Well, I don't think the aim is going to be a problem for STF. So MVP already reset. They have to save this time around. Save the Fear should get 3 rounds. Possibly even... Nah, the CTs will be back on a bye in the next round. But Save the Fear with good 3 rounds, or a possibility to make it 3. On the T side of Mirage, you win 3 out of 7. That's quite good.
Yeah. It's only early days, but if you double it, that's obviously 6 out of 14, so that's a decent T-half, and not even including the last potential round you could pick up as well. So as long as they keep on this streak and keep on this road, they should have a decent half, and maybe even get further. You never really know how things are going to go, but Argency are going to be dropping 1 player over towards mid. There's only going to be 2 down here for the T side. They're going to allow him to grab a rifle and at least go, hey, dude, you can save. We're giving you the option, just save it and don't come for us. Or obviously he's going to attempt this retake, and this is where it's going to go badly for him because Be Strong, he's going to be positioned towards short, waiting for this peak, and he will land that shot as well. So Saver, 4-3 here.
Yeah, let's see who's most responsible for that. Mastermind definitely playing a big role. Be Strong as well, especially with the bomb plant, and Temka with 6 kills. On the other side though, Argency on 12. HSK is falling off. He's the AWP player. He needs to do some more work, and he's got the scope back in his hands, and this is the round that MVP really needs to win as well.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of pressure on this one. The loser of this is most likely going to be going into Eco. Of course, Saber actually have a bit of reserve money, so if a 1 point goes down, they will be able to buy as well, and they always have potential to force as well, so it's going to highly depend on what happens in terms of kills and plants in this round, but still, obviously MVP, they can't afford to go into the eco that they will be going to if they lose this round. But look at this solo boost. I told you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ardency going to be going on that box there over in middle, or at least the stones.
Oh, he's going to be pushed though, or might be pushed by the 2 terrorists over there. That's Be Strong and Temka.
Aggression towards short, doesn't land anything for it. Temka takes him down, and now it's going to be a 4 versus 5 here. Saver have this man advantage. They push in towards the B site. MVP already rotating a bit. Look at this. These guys seem to be a bigger threat than I thought. They are doing extremely well so far. And you can see HSK going straight down, putting it in again. The man advantage for this T side. This buy round is not going to go well for them. I think a save is going to be in order.
They should. But they didn't save before, and they are committed again. At least Argency is putting in a lot of work. And sadly, it doesn't yield any result. Not even that much damage. Ooh, oh, wow. I mean, usually that should have been a kill on to Be Strong. But his teammate helped him out a little bit. Now Rinder. Ooh. What's up with the sprays?
Choke. And I'm not talking about the lag.
I think the bullets stopped dealing damage after the first 10.
Yeah. Not even 10. 1. 4 against 4 now. 4 against 4. 4 score to 4. We do see the eco coming out from MVP. They've invested a little bit into this round, but nothing to be cheering about, I guess.
Not really. Can see the push,
this push, yeah,
by the CTs. The terrorists have Mastermind put in on the backside, so he can keep an eye out. Now the CTs have spotted. Nobody's in front of A, so they're quickly rotating towards B. When they don't know, the terrorists have made up their minds, but they will still take the time going for B, and that might be kind of a misplay for Saver the Fear. They might run into the full stack B bomb site.
Yeah, it could go quite badly, but obviously these first 2 players just probing the site, seeing it's clear, but the only issue is they're taking the bomb in as well. MK grabs 1, Rado as well, but Sound and HSK are going to follow up with kills here on the CT side, and now Saver, they've got 3 players remaining as they push in towards B. Nice work though, Master's going to drop Argenic, and now it's going to be 2 versus 3. The site control is under the CT Rain, but only 1 player, and there we go. Finished off is going to be HSK, around to Saver the Fear. And a good anti-eco on the board there. So MVP going for their buy. They will have the AWP, of course, if need be. And maybe even a double. They could afford it.
Yeah. Just, I don't know if they want to risk it financially. And the thing that if we compare the way that Tsugu, for example, or Zilkenberg aims and Mastermind, that's a completely different way of aiming.
Yeah.
And at the moment, it doesn't wield the results for Saber the Fear. The CTs with an aggressive push. 2 men lose a lot of HP, but they make it a 2-man advantage. And now they can lay back and let the terrorists come to them.
And just chill, like MK is doing in his profile picture.
So I just wanted to finish the point with Mastermind's aim. Keep an eye out on him rather flicking his mouse over the opponents and then starting to spray when he's on them. That's quite interesting.
I will have a look. But obviously another pick going to be found for Saber, so putting it into a more doable situation at least. Of course, the HP is low on 2 of the players of MVP, so they don't have to watch out as much for that. Obviously, the Orb is going to be a man to step up here for the CT side, and obviously great insight holds as we do see Saber going to be sneaking in towards the A side. We have MK just pushing in with the AWP. But look at this, MVP just playing for the retake here. They're playing so safe, but it's going to be a while before Saber actually realise this and actually commit to the bomb plant. They want to get aggressive as possible positions and clear out the site as much as they can. You can see they're taking their time, playing very slowly here as they push in.
Yeah, they still have 28 seconds on the clock, so they can use those 10 seconds to check even more corners. MKA could sneak himself into the... Oh, he's already... expected by HSK. That read by the CTs, just digging in 2 teams of 2, and they cover each other.
And the Molotov is going down, stopping that CT from actually taking down the bomb planter. So Mastermind getting away with it. But Rado's going to be utilising all of his utility there in that round. So only 2 flashes left on the whole T-side team as we see Rado push down ramp. There's some CT aggression coming from behind. And obviously Mastermind very close in the smoke. They will spot him out though. He's going to get one. Lots of damage going off. And finally the headshot comes through. He's in as well. Drops Rado over towards the main area. And now we are going to see the 5-5 scoreline as the defuse comes in for MVP.
Both teams are not giving each other an inch. Just staying close. The terrorists will be able to buy up, but the money is getting low on 2 of their players, actually 3 now. Only Be Strong has 5,000 left in his bank account. Next round could be a buy for the terrorists, but it wouldn't be that strong.
And there we go, mid-control again from Saber. They really aren't too afraid of this one, but they should be afraid of Zin because he's going to be pushed all the way up towards top mid of the edge of the smoke. Doesn't get anything though. They spot him out before he can fire off, and there we go. He goes down. Another kill goes to Mastermind, but the refrag coming out through the edge of the smoke. HSK, nice double kill with the AWP. That's going to put it into a more doable situation here, and MVP, they should be happy about that one because Saber are going to be left on 2 players here. Solo boost potential from MKA. Please do it.
Come on.
Have these guys even seen the patch updates? They probably don't. They probably haven't.
Well, they had more time.
True.
I mean, the
but
patch was
I feel like none of these players have taken advantage of this. A few in the earlier matches, but we aren't seeing any of it. He could be in window right now. What are you doing?
Yeah. Why are you not in window yet?
The thing is, it's so much. He can easily split in towards wherever he wants if he takes window control.
He could take out HSK, for example.
He can't know. It can't be on his forefront of his mind because he would have done it by now. It's just a good strategy. In the situation. He has a B control. You can boost yourself into window, and you can split in towards B through there. Through the market. So again, need to see a bit more of that here, but whatever. Going into the B push now, and we will see a bit of defense. We see that solo ninja boost on the site, so actually MVP going to be picking it up here for the CT side, but meanwhile the lack of window boost is going to be the MKA. Goes down towards short, and we are going to just see Rado pushing in towards B alone. Ardency has found his way on top of the ninja spot, and Rado just going to be walking into his deathly shots. I can only imagine. Oh, finds him out though, gets a kill. He's got to worry about HSK very closely. Here's assuming though he doesn't react to it, and instead HSK pulls out the pistol and takes a headshot. So MVP 6-5 here.
Good recovering by the CTs. Not too easy, remember, like Mirage, where you constantly have to face the harsh reality. The terrorists have quite a few different setups they can use. They can fake. Now they have the window boost. That's way easier. So recovering from a 5-round streak of the terrorists is really hard. And MVP just did it. They reset the terrorists' money, and they should have an easier time getting this one over. But Saber the Fear with the Tech 9s and the armor might be dangerous.
Yep, and a bit of a B push going to come into contact here. MKA takes the first, Rinder does trade it out, and now Sound, he's going to be close. The flash comes in, but he turns away. He gets a spray down onto 2 players as well. Maybe Elta following up, but he has to back off and pull out the pistol over towards the site. As we see the remaining players of the T side push in, but he takes another headshot, goes for the last, and he's going to get the 4K. All headshots there, and MVP, another round on the board, 7-5 here as we see a pause call in from Saver. I'm only imagining a tactical pause, as that's 3 rounds in a row lost.
Yeah, checking the chat, nothing there. Checking the pings, everything okay. Ah, they have a loss. So packet loss it seems. Maybe even on Mastermind, because he was waving his mouse around. Always a sign of something being wrong if a pro player waves his mouse like that. Either anger, a hair in the sensor, some packet loss, ping problems, or he just spilled his drink on the mouse pad.
Or that. We will be going back into the game though, so hopefully no more delays. And obviously no back on the T side, they haven't got the economy to work with for the time being, but I'm not going down in that round. And then a smoke take is going to be on the cards here as they get ready for this. Setting up the smokes over towards ramp. Or a default here, nothing too special. Just waiting for the CT smoke to dissipate before they commit to this, but an aggressive position from Rinder. He's going to be pushed all the way up here. Oh, go for the shot, do it. You know you want to. The smoke goes out. Oh, it's so close, but he's going to back off safely. They will have heard him running away and just kicked himself for not spraying into the smoke, but now Saver, they are going to be throwing their flashes and their smokes, committing out of the A site. The counter smoke comes in, but it's not going to matter. They push right through, but HSK is in position. Zin as well, both picking up kills here as he moves over towards the edge of the bench. HSK actually goes down and CT spawn. The revenge frag coming in from B Strong as he enters towards the site. Bomb going down as well, and 2 players remain on each side as they come in for the retake.
Look what Argency does again. He's on the back step. And whenever he did that, they won a round as well on MVP. Now he needs to hurry up because Sound is impatient. He wants to make a move, but just has to wait. By this time, Argency has to sneak now, so he can't be hurt by the terrorists. Savor the fear. Have control over apartments and underneath the balcony. Should be possible for Sound to spot them, but as he does that, Mastermind comes up big. Savor the fear are back on the board, and we have 2 more rounds to distribute between the 2 teams. This one will definitely be a full buy for both of them, but after that, it's going to be a forced buy for the loser and a full buy for the winner.
Yeah, so a real deciding round here. Whoever picks up this is likely going to be picking up the last of the half as well. So it's most likely, of course, going to be either a 9-6 half or a 8-7 half. But of course, things can be upset.
Yeah. The most important part that we have to keep in mind is it's a CT-sided map. MVP is supposed to get to a 9-6. If it's an 8-7, it's okay for them. But if Savor the Fear make it 8-7 themselves, that's going to give MVP a really hard time on the T side.
Yeah, they've really got to pull something out. But again, they are a very well-known team for at least being consistent together as a team. Look at this, MK just able to push out on towards the A site. That's a bit of a setup gone wrong for MVP. They've not got any Palace control and Zin pushing all the way up. He has to now back off and hold on towards the Palace area. Flash comes in, he's going to duck below it. No refrag coming out, but he goes for it still. MKA follows up with another headshot. That's 2 entries on towards the A site. Massive work for Saver. And I think MVP, they instantly just want to go for the save hit. Just off the bat, they know that this is getting dangerous, so either they're rotating in towards B or they're going for some kind of save. I'm not too sure what the setup is for them here, but still Argency going to get taken down in jungle, and that's pretty much going to be the nail in the coffin here for MVP.
Yeah, it was a mixture between going for the B stack and the save at the same time. It's the, well, if they happen to end up on B out of no real reason, we at least have 3 players in there to stop them. Yeah. If they don't happen to go B, we can save or try to do so, or we pretend to be saving and then run out in the open and all get killed.
Either one can work, really.
Well, they're running out in the open and get killed part. That worked quite well.
Seemed to do so indeed. And of course, the last round of the half coming into play, and we just said that MVP are going to be unlikely to pick this up after Saver. They take their buy round. You can see the money on the MVP side is going to be hindering slightly against them here. They've got 5-7s in CZ and a bit of armor as well with some nades, but by and large, nothing too much. And Saver, they're going to be kicking up the pace into overdrive here as they rush into B. Nice spray control from Raider though.
Yeah.
Next 2 kills, and Saver are just going to be jumping right in towards the B site. An empty stack, unstacked site here. as they get the bomb plant. So again, another round is looking likely here as the retake attempt comes on for MVP.
Yeah, but it's really only an attempt. Everyone was running somewhere else. No real coordination, no team play. No one is actually saying, guys, we can try this. I'm in a good position here. Let's go there. It's just everyone go for the rotation, and they ran in randomly, getting picked off by the terrorists. So an actual 8-7 scoreline for Save the Fear. And it's time to get scared for MVP.
Exactly so, and the bomb going off, 8-7, and the pistol will be coming in shortly. Obviously, seeing if either Saver can close out after a phenomenal T-side half, in fact, or if MVP can bring it back with a win.
Mastermind with 13, 11 for Temka and Be Strong. And you can tell that it's a team effort. Between 8 and 13 frags, there's not that big of a difference. On the terror side, we have the same. And, well, 8-7. It's a close scoreline anyway. Now, what's interesting is Mastermind's steps that he took allowed his team to get back on track and win rounds. Now, you got to keep in mind, this yellow graph in the background, this is actually the graph of the... no. The yellow graph belongs to the blue lines, which is completely confusing, but logic of Valve, that's always the same. So the yellow graph belongs to MVP, who were on the CT side in the first half. So the blue bars belong to the yellow graph. Don't confuse that. But Mastermind has a blue graph, and it belongs to the yellow bars. Yeah, you get it?
I get it.
Yeah, it's freaking complicated. So now we can talk about that. He got 3 kills in the first round they picked up. And he got 3 kills when they picked up the last 3 rounds as well. So that is how crucial his kills were as well.
So we've had 4 name changes on the CT side.
Ah.
Apparently the admin requested that they put on the real name. So thank you, Jorg. And obviously we've now got to remember some new names.
Is it Herzak or Kestru?
We'll go with Herzak.
Because
Prado,
Cutler,
Frost.
you know, Cutler was always
he does
red
that
look.
backwards.
Well, doesn't matter.
I'm going to go with what I read on screen.
Yeah.
Easier.
Let's focus on
But
Froster.
look at this, yeah, Frost going to be pushed all the way up in towards the palace here as we see this A push come underway, and Anuka starting things off great for the Saviour side. He grabs one headshot, not going to be able to follow up with more, but does some damage still. His teammate Frost coming out of palace to pick up one, and Sound just going to be running straight through. The armor Tech 9 going to be working well for him in the pistol, and while he only gets one, okay. Solo,
Yeah.
at least we saw the solo boost.
Yeah, and at least we saw a 180-degree headshot, instant headshot.
Wow.
Not much time wasted aiming for it or something like that, just straight up reaction. So Mastermind is a nuker. Froster was... I lost track of them. If 4 players changed in the...
Yeah.
Yes.
Froster was... I can check for you.
Yeah, you can check their profiles.
B Strong became Herzak. Oh my god, I keep right clicking because it's mouse. Froster. Oh, he was Froster anyway. No, he was Temka.
Ah,
And
yeah.
Mastermind changed to Anuka.
Yeah.
And MKA changed to
Prado. Okay. It should be basic spray down for XMKA, aka Prado. But he's going down, so it's a 3v3, and it's really freaky casting with those name changes. But HSK is the last man standing, and that's all that counts. He's up against 2 very hurt CTs, but it's not enough for him. MKA. No, MKA is still there. MKA is still MKA.
Yeah.
Now I'm even more confused, but it doesn't matter. He's getting the kill. So I will bring it up for the viewers as well.
Pedro was Rado. Or Prado was Rado, sorry. And MK hasn't changed his name.
Yeah,
changed to
Rado,
NK.
Prado, so okay.
Yeah, MK changed to like MK Boom and then changed back or something. But anyway, full eco coming out from these Ts. They've only got some PT50s on the board, and they will actually grab themselves a quick first frag here, so something to work with at least. And by and large, nothing to be worried about here for the T side, or for the CT side on the T side, because they've got all the rifles in the world, as well as this SMG, which is going to be great. Herzak walking out to mid, spots out that one, takes down the was in. I'm just going to run towards top it. This is how you get $600 to kill. That's going to be 1,800. Going to follow up. Oh, 2,100. There we go. And he goes down eventually, but that's 2,100 in the bank. So good money for him. He's playing the lottery today, and HSK playing the RNG lotteries. He picks up that pistol headshot there. Gets returned. That will still be the round in the bag.
11-7, but a very costly one for the CTs, and a Terrastar on the bye round. We head into the fourth of the second half, and the CTs have lost quite a few players in those rounds, so they need to watch their own money. You can see it yourself, 3.5 and 2.4. That's the most money they have, so they need to start saving rather quickly.
Argency is on a Glock with armor.
Yeah,
Not
he
even
wants to get an AWP.
or a P250.
It's different philosophies, it seems like.
I think that's more the fact that they bought up and then realised he didn't have $300 spare for a pistol for him. So that's quite unfortunate. But he'll be able to grab one of his dead teammates' guns, because it seems like Saver don't want to allow anyone to enter towards his site. And then we will see Xin dropping one. That's going to be a nuke rotating in through connector here, and we're into a 3v3 as we see the Molotovs go out thick and fast in. Over towards the CT spawn. Trying to catch out the taps. There we go. Frost walks into it.
And Rinda almost burned to the Molotov. He remains with 2 HP. Then gets finished off by Prado. He gets raided by Argency and go back to a 2v1.
I'm not sure if you caught that, but Prado sprayed as a pre-fire to get one of these players pushing out from Tetris, and he actually wallbanged them over in... wallbanged Rinda over in balcony area. So accidental kill that, but it works out. And
I was
my
on
god,
that.
wait, what were they doing? Did you see that? They were both sitting next to each other.
Yeah. And MK with probably the easiest 2v1 clutch
of his life.
Yeah.
They literally sat next to each other and he just sprayed them. That's why you need spacing.
Those are the basic things that you start forgetting when you're actually used to winning and then hit a rough patch. And it's 11-7, you have a 2v1, you think, okay, we can win this. And then you relax a little bit too much, you lean back and you fall over. And then you realize your big mistake, you gave away a huge chance.
Yeah, that's true. Obviously the AWP on MK being tagged down very low already. And actually coming into this, I don't think we've really picked up on the fact that Saver are winning. And by a good margin, by 5 rounds. MVP, yeah. I don't know how many rounds they got on their T side, apparently none so far. So while we are early days into the second half, it's still a very dominant one for Saver. They could technically get themselves to the LAN here. And I mean, we came in saying we didn't really know the team, but we still thought MVP would take it due to being the overdog in most matchups. But apparently we've been bamboozled.
I'm gonna get it too. Bamboozled.
Do it.
You can make a really bad joke with the boozled.
Solar boost. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. No.
He's got a teammate. They don't need each other.
Yeah, you can just jump shoot. It's an AK.
Yeah.
It's just go.
Get a scout and jump shoot
no,
from there.
No, you get an AK and jump shoot. It doesn't damage.
Yeah, right. No, didn't they fix that? No.
No.
I mean, that is actually just as important as the hitboxes.
That's true. But
it's not that viable, but in that situation, you could use it. Yeah.
Look at this MVP just being allowed to send 4 players up short with no mid defense, despite having the AWP on MK and the entry instantly coming in. We have one more CT defender, but the lack of ammo there. Argency say get all his team killed with that kind of reload. Finally gets it off. Takes down Prado as well, but a 3v3 will be in play here as we see the retake coming in. But NKA just pushing straight into the site with the AWP. This may be good for him, but there again, it may come back to haunt him. And now Froster going to be taking down Argency. 2 versus 3. Make that a 1 versus 2 here as they clear him up. Herzak taking 2 kills, finishing off the round. Good retake from him, and Saver, they're going to be on 13 rounds.
Prado took a big nap on the B platform there, getting shotted by Argency. I think Argency is really glad he didn't hit him with the last few bullets of his clip. Otherwise, Prado would have known there is somebody shooting at me, and Argency would probably have a harder time reloading. So a little bit of luck involved in Argency's kill there. But Saver the Fear came back into the round with a 3v3 retake, and MKA with a fearless play. Just running in there with the AWP, putting the pressure onto his opponents, and then his teammates chimed in with the covering frags.
Exactly, and I mean, I don't know about you, Zabu, but I think Saver, they should be able to take this one. MVP are struggling to put anything together on the T side, and while their setups have been quite good, their late round decisions, at least in terms of low player numbers, have been really drastic and quite dire, in fact. And you can see another early round pick. They do find Prado over towards middle. The counter nade comes in, but I want to see a mid boost, okay? Do I have to beg? Do I have to really beg Rinder? Just do it. There's a smoke down. This is a perfect opportunity. It's like he doesn't go on Reddit and look at all the videos. Weak. Going to come in through connector. What's that kind of push? This is going to push right in, but look, Herzog not going to clear the angle. He takes one. Frost as well supports there from CT Spawn and backs off after that kill. Herzog may go down, but they've still put it into a 3v3 thanks to the help from Frost. The retake is going to be on, but not allowed from Sound as he shuts down the first. Follows up with damage, takes 2 as well. And it's all on MKA.
Yeah, the orb against the 2 AK, Sound on 3 kills already. He still has a flash in case MK tries something fancy. And HSK is making a rotation into middle to get an additional angle. Even if MKA gets to the bomb, it should be the round of MVP. This would be the first T round as well. MKA is not going to go for it though. He's trying to save his orb. A reasonable decision. Saber the Fear is up 6 rounds at the moment. They will be up 5 rounds in a moment. There it goes. And the money is still an issue for the CTs. You can see it yourself. His orb will be the only gun they have for now. They will drop some upgraded pistols thanks to Herzog. But they have to keep an eye out on the overall economy. Because MKA might go down and they need some money in the bank for the next round's orb. But Herzog's just thrown that out of the window. He doesn't care.
The thing I find interesting to take into account is the fact that despite Saber being on this low investment round, if they pick this one up, we're going to see a reset onto MVP. So it could be dangerous. And MKA, he suddenly might make that reset come into fruition here. He picks up the first 2 kills. Xin trades him out there as we see the push him towards the B site, but they're actually going to back off, realizing it's a bad decision. And that's an even worse decision, because now Saber, when they realize this is an A take, they can push into Palace here and get these guns. They can take some AKs for the retake, and suddenly it's looking like a more viable situation here as they get ready to push in.
Anuka is definitely going for the orb in a second. Just very cautiously. Yeah. Yeah, there was a flash lying as well. He could have picked that up. Doesn't matter too much. They have Herzog in a very good position already.
Oh, he's going to spot out this first play. Doesn't get killed. Doesn't have the element of surprise anymore, but he still gets some damage off, and he can just AD with this gun. There is support from behind, but if he can get this first kill and go down, that's his damage done. And there we go. It's a 2 versus 4. Even if he dies, Anuka will be there to trade things out, and Prado is going to be trying to pick up this last remaining players in. Pushing out from the stairs, takes the first onto Anuka. Needs to follow up, but there we go. Saver, they're not only going to win the eco, but they're also going to reset the economy of MVP, and that's going to be all their loss bonus they've collected over the last 6 rounds completely wiped.
Plus, the CT saved 3 weapons. They not only saved the orb they had at the start of the round, but they got 2 AKs on top of that. I mean, plus awesome team play, awesome mid-round calls by Saver the Fear to go for that rotation, to put Herzog into A apartments, to have that anchor. He slowed down the terrorists. They were really stalled and scared for a moment. And they had to take care of him, but they couldn't. So the CTs with a very nice round here, giving themselves a much deserved chance to get to the match point.
Yeah, and Herzog's close position may be perfect as well as they start charging in towards the site, but they will still take him down. Sound finding that first kill. Froster going to be boosting on top of the box, but he doesn't actually notice that close range player there spraying into the smoke, but there's no one coming through. And there we go. Another frag coming out for Sound. It seems like a Tico Wars today, or at least forced by from MVP, because they've got the bomb down. They found the first 2 picks. No return. Prado just waiting for this peak. Spotted out. Does actually get 1 kill. Tries to follow up the spray control as well. Takes 2. And now the retake has got to be on here for Saber. No? What?
No. They want to save. Yep, they want to save. Well, the 5v3, even against the Pistols, they know there were 2 weapons on loose, so they could have picked up those 2 guns.
But after those first 2 kills, you've got to instantly push him towards the side.
Yeah, that's the thing. He got the kills, but his teammates were already inside the B bombs, and I think they have made up their minds already. They didn't want to get back, because then you have to hurry up so much, and only 1 Tech 9 hidden away behind one of those stupid boxes inside A, and the round is really thrown away. Now they can at least force it up, but Yeah, they still have a cushion of 5 rounds.
I don't agree with it. I don't agree with that at all. Saber have such a round buffer that even if they pushed in and tried to retake and lost all their players and didn't get any kills, that'd be fine because they have such a round buffer to play with. They have 4 rounds or 5 rounds to play with, sorry.
Yeah.
But giving away that round means MVP just off the back of a force buy are going to be able to buy up now, whereas they could have pummeled their economy into the dirt or had the potential to at least have picking up that round.
Yeah,
so
forced them to go for some more SMGs, for example.
Yeah, you know, at least try and retake it. If they don't get the extra money for winning that round, then they're going to be on the eco, and it will be 15-9 or 15-8 then, maybe 16-8. So I really don't agree with the save that after getting the first 2 kills, he should have just rushed straight back into the site. Even if it didn't go well, they'd still have the rounds to play with. But regardless...
That might prove you wrong just now. It's the castle's self-curse, so to speak. You're definitely right, though. You have a point.
Yeah, hindsight is great, isn't it?
Yeah. Now... Oh, Froster. That was actually quite a few tags.
It's not going to matter, though. Only 1 player remaining.
Yeah, the silver. Argency means silver, right?
Probably.
Silvery.
Probably. I don't know.
Yeah. Argentum is the Latin word for that. Don't ask me where I know that from.
Where do you know that from?
World of Warcraft.
Fair play,
but not Legion. I played vanilla, and then I stopped when I reached 60. Game got cool.
Were you an indie hipster World of Warcraft player?
Yeah.
Back in the day before it was cool.
I played before 50% of the players that played now were born.
Ooh. Wow. You. But here we go, potential final round for MVP as they rush into A. They do get the smokes down, but some of them actually messed up here. Herzog going to have an angle around the edge of the smoke, sprays 2 of them down, and there we go. It should just be it here as MVP. They only have 1 player remaining, and HSK goes down as well. That's going to be it. 16-9 here for Saver, and they will secure their place at Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia for the $50,000 LAN.
And that as an underdog and in such a fashion... Wow, I'm impressed by them. Herzog doing very well. Froster with 21, and Anuga did slow down a little bit on the CT side, but he was so strong on the T side when he was still called Mastermind. Yeah. Maybe it's his lucky nick. And when he had to change it, he stopped performing, but it was enough for his team anyway, so who cares? I
mean, it doesn't really matter. They took the game, of course, as you said, so that's going to be it. What a final map. What a predicament that Saver have actually got themselves into.
We got served. We asked for something interesting and new.
Yeah.
And I think it couldn't have ended better.
Nope. Good scoreline, not a complete stomp. Second half was a bit slow in terms of what MVP were able to pick up, but still good performance from both teams, of course, and we will see Saver head their way to the $50,000 LAN in November 10th to 13th. Yeah. So let's take a final look at the bracket for the end of the day. And here are your 2 teams. Here are your 2 victors from East Asia. We do have the Mongols obviously stomping their way through pretty much every matchup today to secure their place. And obviously STF, the underdogs of the day, securing their subsequential place, if that's the right word, also in the $50,000 LAN. Yeah. So good performance from both teams, of course.
Yeah, I'm curious to see them perform on LAN, especially Mongols, but also STF. But now they have something to really put in work for.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're qualified for a $50,000 LAN and you don't practice all the time, it's your own mistake.
Yeah, it's so much money you can't throw it away. They have potential to, I don't know about win it, but we've got to see the other teams obviously before we
give yourself a stage.
Yep, they've got to show up and they've got to win some games. And I'm sure they're going to do their very best there. But of course, that is only the end of the second day of the qualifier. So we have 3 more coming up as well, if I'm correct.
Yeah, 3 more weekends packed full of CSGO action here. And of course, also Dota. We have Dota tomorrow again. If our production can help me out on the times that we start on that.
Yeah, but that will be casted by Toby1 and Gareth.
I don't know if Toby1 is around this time. I'm not too sure.
Maybe production will fill us in.
But we have the premium Dota 2 casters in the house, of course, so you don't have to worry about that.
Of course.
If we have any Dota fans around, because we're on the CS channel.
Yeah, I have no idea.
But it's never bad to mention it.
No, of course not. And I'm sure some of you guys are going to be following that scene as well, so be sure to tune in tomorrow. The times will be on the ROG Masters website. It's going to be rog-masters.com if our production don't fill us in before then.
Probably almost the same times, I guess.
I imagine 10, 11 a.m. CEST. If you want to tune in for the matches then, obviously, it's also going to be the East Asians, so you definitely want to watch that, of course.
Yeah.
if you're interested
a
in
lot of
Dota.
talent in the two scene there.
Definitely. It's not like the CSE where it's more undeveloped. Dota really is big in Asia as a good free-to-play game. Obviously, you have a lot of players there in every region of the world.
Yeah. So, I think this is. Thank you.
Yeah.
Giveaway.
Yeah, we do have a giveaway.
Damn it! I wanted to keep them. At least one of those.
We're selling off the Boo's items that he personally owns. And if you want to win them for free with no effort to you, takes 10 seconds, head over to rogmasters.com/giveaways. The longest part of that is you typing in the URL because we don't have a copy and paste. So, of course, head over towards there and you can win lots of cool stuff. Why would you not want cool stuff? And why would you want not the Boo stuff? If you like him, he's donating it to you. If you don't like him, you're stealing it from him. So it's a perfect win-win situation.
Okay.
But that is going to be the end of the day. Obviously, shout out to all our partners in this event. Obviously, Intel, ESL, ROG, and Asus.
You.
And you. The
And
viewers.
you.
And you.
And you.
And me.
And those three.
Yeah, and obviously all the guys in production.
Check our Twitters. We just uploaded. No, I mean the 3 cameras. Not the production.
We're staring at a orange ginger wigged camera. We've got what are those ears?
Those are
bat ears or something.
We had a Yoda.
Oh,
so
Yoda.
those are Yoda's ears and pink bunny hair.
Yeah, probably a kid's. Probably yours.
Yeah.
We have the Boo's.
Yeah, that's mine.
So the cameras have been all pimped out or decked out. And
you can see the picture on our Twitters.
Yeah, leave them on for the Dota matches tomorrow, I'm sure.
They're going to have some fun with those.
Yeah, but of course, we're going to be back here next week. And obviously, you'll be here every day because you live here. And I'll be flying back here next week for the Southeast Asia playoffs.
This time it's Southeast.
Didn't get it wrong. Didn't get it wrong. Are you proud of me?
I am.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm glad that our table is not as big as the one at DreamHack.
Yeah, so we can at least reach each other.
Yeah, without having to travel 3-4 hours by foot.
Yeah. So obviously Southeast Asia next week. That is going to be obviously a lot of fun. Some good matches there. We've already looked at the
even more
entry.
surprises.
Yeah, definitely a lot more unknown teams because obviously we had some teams that we recognised today. I think we're going to find even less teams that we recognise next week. So definitely tune in for that. That is going to be about the same time, 11:10 a.m. CEST next Saturday. Anything else ready to say, Taboo?
Thank you for tuning in. To you out there, thanks to our partners, and again, thanks to you.
Thank you to you. We'll see you next week. Have a good one.